Welcome to the Austin Business News Podcast. I'm Tina Cannon, your host. This is a podcast where business meets public policy and maybe a martini, be it alcohol-induced or not. We're going to talk local business news on today's podcast, small business grants that are available to you, and Austin-based Tesla sales data is out. We'll take a look. Howdy, y'all.
Hello.
Joined with Amy and Fiona. Colton is not feeling well today, although on my script here, I misspelled his name and put colon is out today.
Jesus.
So,
Poor Colton.
yeah, so I hope it has nothing to do with that.
No, but all of our colons are in. Yeah.
Boy.
Oh my gosh, what a weekend of
Hi.
events
Yes.
in Central Texas. Holy hell. Holy hell.
Terrible. My friends from New Jersey and DC texting, are you okay?
Yeah. David and
Thankfully-
Kat from England or even
Yeah,
Texas.
international
Oh, yeah.
news.
International news.
Yeah, it did make international news. But thankfully, my RV park is in downtown Austin.
Yeah.
We had good drainage. Seeing the videos of the RV parks really.
What used to be the RV parks? Yeah.
It's
Oh my gosh.
horrific.
Yeah, the streets were flooded in Lockhart. I mean, I have a nice little water line on my driveway where all the debris kind of was.
What's the nearest waterway that y'all have up there?
That is a great question.
Colorado? Does Colorado River go
No,
through
I
there?
mean, very near us is Guadalupe, Frio, San Marcos River. San Marcos River, I think, is
Okay.
probably the closest, but we have creeks
Yeah.
and we do have floodplains. I'm not in a floodplain, thankfully.
Good buying decision.
But yeah, well, an insurance cost, forget it. But like within 5 miles
okay.
of
okay.
me, that is like the border of where it starts.
Georgetown
And
got
it's like a
hit
50
real
year.
hard.
25 or 50
Mhm.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, devastating weekend and kind of like, well, I mean, we were chatting over the weekend and I was just stuck in bed. Like, oh my God, this is terrible news.
Yeah, it hit our household pretty hard. My wife's family is a fourth generation Camp Mystic girls. It's quite a
Mhm.
sisterhood. And I mean, her mother went for 15 years. Her sister and her went for, 12 years.
Mhm.
Their niece has gone for the better part of 15 years and was a camp counselor.
Wow.
Thankfully, this year she was not a camp counselor. She took
Yeah.
a nice trip to overseas with her girlfriends, and
Yeah.
thankfully. But yeah, it was a very, very devastating weekend. Her mother lives right there on the river, so we make sure she was evacuated and
Oh man.
had her dog with her. And then they had to farm out the dog to a guy who was really nice, had a big space and kept a bunch of people's dogs for them. And
Yeah.
Terrifying.
absolutely. Yeah. So we have to go out next weekend. She's got a dock that is not hers that has been washed up on her shore, car, actually a truck.
Oh my gosh.
And her fencing is gone. So we have
Didn't
to
you
go
say a shed too?
a shed.
Yeah.
Is out there.
Did she have any idea who they belong to?
No, it could be somebody way up the river from demolished.
Wow.
I mean, it's like toothpicks.
So I guess with the truck, you just have to look up the license plate and figure out who it is,
suppose.
and it's just some random truck.
I guess we'll get with local authorities and figure out like how do you pull that stuff out? 'Cause
Yeah.
It's embedded in the riverbed / what was the edge of her property.
Oh
So,
my word.
That's horrible.
yeah, we need an army of lesbian volunteers to go out to what's that called? Where she lives,
Kerrville.
Kerrville, outside of Kerrville. She's in Ingram.
Mm.
Well,
right in the heart of it.
speaking of Lockhart, though, the gals out there are really pulling it together and pallets of water, toiletries, things for the dogs, clothes. Like they're really proud of my friends out there.
That's great. I saw, of course, Texas's version of FEMA, HEB, 18
Yes.
wheelers were all
The convoy.
convoy headed out there. Gotta love our HEB, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really nice that Central Texas is pulling together when others, it hasn't affected me at all. Like I was fine.
Yeah.
I slept through the rain, woke up, had this weird water line in my yard, but I think Lockhart was unscathed, and I think it's really great that people are pulling together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's devastating what's happened.
Absolutely. Speaking of devastation, we've got some headlines, but good news followed by some sales data for our good friends over at Tesla and the Muskox that runs that place. But let's take a look at the first headline. So on the good news side, there are some small business grants available this month. While Silicon Valley is busy trying to replace your barista with a robot and your therapist with an AI chatbot that calls you bro, a few corporate giants are doing something refreshingly human, writing actual checks to help real small businesses not just survive, but maybe even thrive. So enter Allstate and DoorDash, two names that you usually associate with car accidents and cold fries, are now playing an unlikely hero on Main Street. Through a new round of grants, reading it as actual real money, not just exposure and marketing, these grants are tossing in $10,000 lifelines to small businesses in cities like Austin, Houston, and Miami. Translation, real cash for real businesses trying to survive real rising rents, TikTok trends, an economy that feels like it's running on venture capital and vibes. So let's see what's happening. Allstate, acting like a good neighbor, although it's a wrong brand, but you get the point, is teaming up with the U.S. Chambers of Commerce coalition to bring Black businesses, giving $25 million to those enterprises through 2028. It's not a handout, of course. It's a strategic bet on the kind of economic engine that creates jobs and small business and scrappy entrepreneurs. Our folks over at DoorDash are giving back to the very entrepreneurs that it built its empire on. The, quote, accelerator for local restaurants is basically a startup camp for mom and pop joints with training capital and polite middle finger to the corporate industrial food complex. So it's easy to dunk on corporations, and sometimes they do deserve it. But when they get it right, when they put their money where their glossy Super Bowl ads, well, that's worth celebrating. So yeah, it's a PR win, but it's also a win for someone's family-owned restaurant or corner boutique or late-night taco truck grinding to make payroll. And if a $10,000 check helps keep the dream alive and lights on, well, that's an ROI we can all get behind. Bottom line, big biz is backing small biz. It's not charity, it's economic strategy. And in a country where small and mid-sized businesses generate nearly half the jobs, that's a kind of capitalism that's good for Main Street and not just Wall Street. So well done, Allstate and DoorDash. Now, if you could just fix your app and deliver fries that don't taste like regret, well, that'd be cooking.
Tastes like regret.
I heard taco truck and I thought of the queer ultimatum.
Oh,
My
boy.
Lord.
I wonder if
I
they're
haven't
going to be
watched that
applied
yet.
for
I don't-
small business
I
growth.
don't do the trash TV. Y'all didn't know this.
It's good bubble gum for the brain. You don't have to think when you watch
Oh,
No,
it's amazing.
No.
I love it.
I love it too. Anyway, so I didn't mean to immediately distract us down a different rabbit hole. But yeah, if you haven't watched Queer Ultimatum and you don't know about taco trucks or food trucks, just go watch it. You'll figure it out.
All right.
Maybe those young women will be applying for a small business.
Yeah, these are great. I love when these come out.
I think some of my like DoorDash, there should be like a DoorDash diary for like all the times when you drive by at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
and you see people have DoorDash still out on their front door
Oh,
stoop.
God.
Especially if it's a poke bowl.
Gross.
Now that's regret.
Well, I definitely have regret when I see the Taco Bell bag on my counter in my kitchen. I'm like, oh, I did that last night and I don't remember. Great.
It's not good.
Yep. Cool.
Greasy food is the best, though. If you can remember to open your door, though, if you can stay sober enough long enough to
Right.
open your door. Oh, my gosh. Well, let's take a look at the next headline. Austin-based Tesla sales, well, it's a crash. It took a bit of a nap, and somehow the stock is still doing push-ups. Tesla dropped its Q2 2025 delivery bombshell. 384,000 cars, down gut-wrenching 13% from the same stretch last year. That's 444,000 units in Q4 of 2024 that they sold. Yeah, it's a second straight quarter of declines. And no, that is not a typo, folks. But here is the kicker. The production line kept humming, building out another 410,000 units, meaning Tesla is now stockpiling more cars than Napoleon's ghost army. So they've got around 26,000 extra EVs just sitting there, like a gadget Frankenstein moment waiting for buyers. So what's going on? Almost all deliveries came from the Model 3 and Model Y duo, the legacy models. And well, the Cybertruck, yeah, just 10,000 units. So their sexy new truck is still lost in the garage, mainly because it looks like garbage. A brand blowback, Elon's political escapades, East versus West market competition, tax credit uncertainty. It's all denting Tesla's tailor-made demand. And of course, then there's EV fatigue. Full market has slowed down. China upstarts are eating into Tesla's lunch. Europe is shrugging to Tesla and moving on to other brands. Yet paradoxically, the stock ticked up 3 to 6%, likely because Wall Street had already braced for the Armageddon and it, quote, wasn't that bad. Silver linings, you're going to have to squint for them. The meltdown, Tesla is pushing the robo-taxis in Austin and battery-powered deployments aren't collapsing. The refreshed Model Y also launched, and the next affordable model is supposedly right around the corner, but delivery bottlenecks from earlier redesigns may have delayed some of the momentum. Boy.
Wow.
I feel like I see so many Teslas all the time now, like more and more. It's
Yeah.
like,
Well, I mean, that tracks since
they're
you can
just
get
around
them here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little harder to buy if you lived in, I don't know, pick a different market, Saskatchewan or something.
Jeez, really went way out there with that one.
Saskatoon!
Saskatoon. Okay. Yellowknife. How far up do you want to go?
I was in the valley not too long ago, and because he's got such a presence down there with the whole SpaceX, there were Tesla trucks and Tesla cars all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's wherever his brand is doing well.
Well, I'm sure they get like a fleet discount,
Probably.
right? Working for the guy.
Probably.
But I have so many questions because when I think about my lithium ion powered tools, those batteries expire after a while. So if they just have cars sitting, does that cut into your lifespan of like what they guarantee?
Like how long the battery itself lasts. And it's the whole chassis of the vehicle is the battery. Like it's the whole base of the vehicle.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I know there's a load of folks, and this is like across the pond where they're really, they're PO'd about essentially false advertising.
Sure.
And that the life of the battery doesn't actually last as long as was once claimed. So I don't know.
Well, European sales and Asian sales are down like some 45%. And of course, a lot of that is both political, but also BYD is killing it. It's a better looking vehicle. It's got more innovation, and the price point is obscenely low.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's affordability. It's affordability, and like I don't know. There's more out there. There's more options.
Yeah, he's just not innovating.
Yeah, I think I would faster get like a Chevy Volt
Do
than.
they still make a Chevy Volt?
I think they do.
I mean, Rivian just got $1 billion investment
Yeah.
from Volkswagen. And
Right.
It's a much cooler looking vehicle.
Oh man, the Volkswagen EV van.
Oh, it's cute.
Man, it's cool. It's so cute. I would rock that for sure.
But I think you have to get an American car to benefit from the big, beautiful bill that just passed, don't you? So go for the Chevy Volt maybe, because then you can get your,
I suppose.
because, got to go America, buy American.
I just need Toyota to do 100% EV. I don't think they have one yet. I think they're still all hybrids.
I think they're still hybrids, yeah.
Yeah. So come on, Toyota.
Well, the problem is like in Texas, it's hard, even when they say that's, 400 or 500 miles. That's cute.
Yeah.
Right.
Like in Texas, that's not going to do it for you.
No, the Jeep, what is it? The 4xe. It's like it's a plug-in hybrid, but I've heard that the mileage on that one is terrible.
Yeah.
Like 33 miles to the gallon. That's great. It's better than a traditional Jeep, right? But
Sure.
if I was to drive from Lockhart and back, battery's dead.
Right. And then what if
Completely
you
dead.
drive from Lockhart to somewhere else that doesn't have a charging system?
And so it's my understanding that the gas tank is also smaller to make everything fit. So like you have to find a gas station now every 150 miles. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
I mean, we're trying, but we're not there. I mean, this is the same argument, though, that I'm sure somebody in a corset said back in the, Model T days when they were trying to convert people from horse and buggy to these little Model Ts that went, 12 miles an hour.
Love it.
And the person in the corset was like, I am not sitting down in this thing.
Speaking of, have you seen all the protests with get the horse and carriage off the roadways?
No.
What's going on? Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I've seen it come across my feed, and I don't know if it's just because I've got friends everywhere. The algorithm is weird, but there's people who are I understand that it can be dangerous. Like there's road rules where you have to put the little illuminated triangle in the back of your buggy if you're going to have a horse
Who's
and buggy.
riding a horse and buggy that we need to protest? Is there a lot of people riding a horse and buggy?
Pennsylvania.
I was going to say, is this in Texas?
Well, I will tell you, there's nobody cleaning up the horse shit in Lockhart, in downtown Lockhart, when they come through. There's a whole pack of them that come through every weekend, and it's just like a bum to nose horse ride. Where I think this woman in town, she takes folks on a little trail ride or whatever.
Yeah.
But the trail happens to go through downtown Lockhart, and if you're not careful when you're walking out of the bar, well,
whoops.
Yep, that's not just an oops. That is I have ruined my whole evening and my favorite boots.
Seriously.
Yeah. Yep.
You can get bags for that, Have you seen those bags that they'll hang off the back of the horse to catch all the poo?
Yeah, they have those in like the city, like the New York.
Well, New
whatnot.
York. Yeah. Maybe we should get those in our car.
Literal bag of shit.
I just feel like a snow shovel and a rake when they come through.
A rake?
Ew.
Maybe
Have
a
you
shovel.
seen the size?
Oh, it's huge. No, in fact, okay. I grew up in rural Lincolnshire,
Yeah.
surrounded by animals and horses and stuff. And so my cousin still lives there, Emma, and she's horse mad, and she actually has her own horse. So a couple of summers ago, I went back to spend a couple of weeks with them, and she had me shoveling the shit every single day.
Mucking the stalls.
It wasn't just mucking the stalls. No, it was like this let's say 5 acres of land where her horse, Rolo, just roams all day and shits all over.
Yeah.
And every day it would take about an hour to 90 minutes to shovel the shit. And
in
even
the,
though
in the
it's
pasture?
yes.
Why would you do that?
I mean, because you have to, because otherwise it builds up too much.
Emma,
like you have to do
Emma
this-
doesn't like Fiona, and so she told her to go
I
do
have
that.
never. They just cook in the
she
summer.
had no. You got to clean it up. And so, in fact, there's Emma and her friend's horse, right? So there's 2 horses, and even though it's July, it's freezing and pouring with rain, and she has me shoveling the shit every day.
I have never heard of this.
Yeah,
ever.
it's true. Emma will vouch for
years,
Are you
a million
sure?
years ago.
I think she was pulling a prank on you. Like, hey,
no.
Fiona, go scoop the poop.
No, you go onto her Instagram and she will show videos of herself
Oh my
scooping the
gosh.
poop.
And
Every
that's
single
probably
day.
a whole OnlyFans page right there.
Oh,
There
they
you
need
go.
some. They need
Business
some good
venture.
Texas clay out there because I have never heard of anyone shoveling shit in a pasture.
I remember 1,000 years ago when I lived in Vegas. We had horses, but it's out in the middle of nowhere. I can't think that we ever picked it up, but I do remember my finest horse moment was a buddy of mine. We were out at her place and we were riding, and her horse lived on her property. Mine stayed at a stable, so her horse knew where he was going, and so they say like the last 100 yards when they see their house, they're cooking it. So he picks up speed and starts going. So of course mine follows. And in Vegas, they had these little like cinder block. Everything's a cinder block wall. And then in between the houses in this particular development were like 2 and 3 block high kind of divisions between your properties. And there was a guy fixing his car. Hood was open. His head was under it. All this guy saw one moment when he looked up was the belly of our horses leaping over his little tiny wall and his car repair shop that he had set up in his driveway.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, mine clipped his hood and it slammed his hood. Fortunately, he got out of there, but yeah. So I'm pretty sure I shit probably, and he shit in that moment without fail.
I don't know. Yes, there's a lot of shit talking happening right now. But maybe in England because it's so wet and boggy all the time.
Probably.
Like you can't like we had a game growing up like with the cow pats. Like it was cow chips, chip tossing.
I think because it dries here.
Because they would cook in the heat and then you just throw them at your friends.
This is quite the podcast today.
I'll ask Emma. I might
Are
even
you
get a
thinking
sound
now like
recording.
maybe okay.
No,
okay,
I know.
okay,
I know
okay,
this for
okay,
fact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I watched my sister muck out horses almost every day, my entire childhood.
Wowie, that sounds
This is a very
delightful.
educational podcast, but speaking of education, let's shift gears
Oh, here we go.
and check out a nice fun fact
Got
with
a
Fiona.
lovely educational fun fact for you. So I know that we just got through June being LGBTQ plus Pride, but did you know it's now July, which means it's Disability Pride Month. Did you know that one, Amy?
Nope.
I didn't think you did.
Sure didn't.
Thanks for tuning in.
Let me educate you further. So 36% of LGBTQ plus adults in the US report living with a disability, and compare that to just 24% of non-LGBTQ adults. So this means that our community is actually more likely, about 1.5 times more likely to be living with a disability. And I am going to uplift an amazing person who lives at the intersection of disability and queerness. And this person is Shella Mann, who's a deaf, genderqueer, trans-masculine artist, model, and activist. They made history as the first deaf, trans-masculine actor in a DC superhero show. It was Titans. So go look up their Instagram. They are using their voice all over the platforms to champion disability justice, queer liberation, and authentic representation. And this is great timing, given I had to wait an hour to have my hearing aids cleaned this morning, and I'm still not convinced they put the right size of little pod thing that goes in my ear. But it makes this very personal to be uplifting and celebrating Chella and Disability Pride Month as somebody who also lives with a disability. And I'll leave you with a quote that Chella says, "Our identities do not limit us, they expand us." Here we are honoring Disability Pride Month right after LGBTQ Pride Month.
Wow. Love that.
No,
Agreed,
and the
agreed.
Disability In conferences this month, every July, Disability In. I've been there a couple of times. It's the disability version of NGLCC.
Okay.
It's fabulous.
You've been a speaker, a featured speaker there before, yeah?
Yeah, I won the pitch
There you
2
go.
years ago. And I was on the main stage speaking last year.
Cool.
And this year I have FOMO.
And-
I'm going to be missing all my friends at Disability In.
So sorry.
It's okay.
Maybe somebody will be doing a fun fact about you.
Maybe. God knows what they'll say. Depends how well they know me.
True, true. Well, that's wonderful. Superhero, though, yeah?
Titans.
Yeah,
Titans.
Titans.
Marvel, isn't
Do
it?
you know this? It's
Yeah.
so DC.
Or DC, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh God, there's gonna be people who are hating
Don't
me
say
for that.
Marvel.
Oh God.
DC. So
DC
I don't
Comics.
watch a lot of superhero
I don't
shows
either.
or movies. So this was
I do.
news for me. But
That's very cool.
I think it's really cool, especially because, we need more representation of everybody on screen and camera. And of course, people with disabilities are even lower
Presented.
representation than even us LGBTQ plus people. So
Right. I don't
it's
have
awesome.
a disability, but do you remember my superpower that I shared with you the other day?
Oh, was this on or off air?
Off air. When we were talking about percentages of the world population.
Oh God, yes, no, I do. Oh, okay, Tina, you have to hear this one. Listener, this is fascinating. Tell us your.
I have supernumerary kidneys.
There you go.
Are they good at math?
They are really great at filtering blood because I have 3 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you've got a kidney to spare?
I have a kidney to spare.
You hear that, listener? If you are in need of a kidney,
No, that
email
is
us
not
at-
what is happening
You
here.
don't want
I am not having unnecessary surgery unless you are a loved one. But yeah, so 3 kidneys and then 3 ureters, and then your bladder ends up with like a strange shape. But I have 3 kidneys.
There
Okay.
you go.
See, I thought your superpower was dating.
Superpower is not dating. Clearly, I'm very picky. I'm very picky.
As you should be. As you should be. But
I've had to pass my phone to my friends now to just be my virtual wingman.
Wing person.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I've only made matches with their assistants.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good buddy to have.
Yeah.
Have they struck gold for you yet?
I don't know. I got a couple matches that are in there pending that I haven't reached out to, but I did go on a date. Well, I had drinks with someone new. I don't know that it was necessarily a date, but it was scheduled.
But you met them on a dating app, so it's a date until you
Yeah.
get there, isn't
Just
it?
wasn't a second date, is what I'm guessing.
I don't know yet.
Okay.
No, it was wonderful. We had a really great time. She was lovely and exactly like her profile suggested. So that
Good.
was really refreshing.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
plus.
we had a really wonderful time. Some deep conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, over at BD's,
Oh, nice.
supporting
Okay.
a chamber member. Yeah, we had plans to go to the game, and then
Right.
the game got canceled. And then I was like, oh no,
Now what?
now I'm gonna actually have to look at this person and talk to them and engage. But it was really lovely. It was wonderful. Yeah,
That's
she was
great.
great. And yeah, no, we'll see what happens.
It's good to have a date where you actually speak. I never understood the whole date where it's like, let's go see a movie. Let's
Yeah,
go
no.
sit in the dark and not talk to each other
Yeah,
for
no,
2
that's
hours.
weird.
And let me just hear you chew.
I mean, for me, that would be a really great red flag. If I'm like, this is not going to work. Thank you. No after movie drinks. Because if you sound like you're chewing cud, that misophonia kicks in for me, and I'm just like, I'm out. Sorry.
Oh, I have a good friend of mine. He, I don't know how he can't hear it, but he chews very loudly. And I just reach over and pop him in the mouth, and he just knows.
I have met people who can eat soup loud, and I'm like, what are you chewing over there? It's soup. Like it's liquid. It's not even the slurping.
This
It's like
section of
there's still
ASMR
like,
brought to you by
Oh,
Campbell's.
God. Anyway, yes, my dating life is it's steady.
Do you have another date on the books
No,
with anyone?
No.
No. Okay.
definitely not.
I can't wait to hear the ones that they pass up.
Wait, what? Oh,
Yeah.
about the ones that I pass up?
Yeah.
That is a whole bit. That is a whole bit. And me and my friends at the bar, we go through my dating app, and oh my God, we are in stitches with some of the commentary that I give to these poor women if they only knew. I'm like, first of all, if you have 4 people in your starter photo,
Oh,
That's a no from me.
a friend of mine had my picture in his
That's a
voting
nah
profile. I'm like, what are you doing?
Maybe further down the line, it's like, oh, I hang out with people, I have friends, I'm not a weirdo. But or if your dog is your first foot, like, no, get out of here. What are you doing? This is a dating app. I'm not here to pet sit. That, and then like, I don't like the profiles that are like you can't be this, you can't be that, you can't be this. It's like, okay, that's a no from me.
You just start out by saying you're picky. Maybe they're just
I am picky, but maybe be a little more pro and less anti.
True. Or maybe they've been on there a little longer and they're like, I'm done dealing with this. I'm just going to say it up front.
It is funny, like, to me, how so many women, because it's a lesbian dating app, right?
Yes.
And, well, it's not like exclusive to lesbians, but it's a queer dating app geared towards folks who identify as women. And it is so funny when they put on there like, no couples, no men, like in all bold. And every now and then a man will sneak in there. And it's like, William has sent you a like. And I'm like, William, you are on the wrong app, my friend. Goodbye.
I mean, it's hard enough for like a straight guy at a bar. Like I did always kind of feel for like that whole heteronormative where it's the guy that has to go up and ask the girl out. Like that takes some cojones. And they get shot down a lot. And then to go to a lesbian-centric dating site, they're really going to get shot down a lot.
I am a great wingman. I have sent my friends over to a man.
Yes.
I'm like, go talk to him because he does not have the cojones to talk to you.
Yes.
So get gone.
Yes, get gone.
And I'll be over here waving and giving you the middle finger because that's my signature thing to do.
Oh my gosh. Well, even if dating life is not great, chamber life is fabulous. Run us through a couple of membership highlights that we need to know about.
Okay, poor Colton. I hope he's feeling better. I'm going to do my best impression. Well, we have on July 9th, a health and wellness committee meeting. Email Colton if you would like to join the meeting. You can also register through our events page on the website. On July 16th, we will be welcoming Austin Emergency Centers with a rainbow ribbon cutting. That is at 4:30 on July 16th. It's a Wednesday, so come meet the new team and hang out with us.
Yeah, and if you cut your finger during the rainbow ribbon cutting, they can fix it.
I am surprised it has not happened in the history of the chamber. Those are very sharp scissors. On July 24th, is it the 24th?
Yes.
Yeah, a monthly happy hour. We're going to be at Drinks Lounge over on the east side. They are a new member to us at the gala. Around the gala time they joined. So we're finally going to get over there and hang out. They have a vinyl shop on the inside of the bar. So bring your wallet, buy some records, have some drinks with us, and we'll see you there. Let's see. And then always we have our Get to Know the Chamber, a monthly thing on July 30th. Also, if you are currently a member and you need help with your portal or understanding your perks, reach out to me and I'll get you on the calendar for next month there. And then we have the big ones. We have our Business Opportunity Summit with our DECA Alliance. Yeah. So that is going to be on August 1st. Same place, a little bit different time. It is a free event, so come hang out. We will feed you, but we've got a lot of great topics teed up and breakout sessions. So we'll see you on August 1st at PDC. And then also registration is still open for our inner city trip to Seattle, also with DECA. So that's all I got.
Very, very cool. Okay, I have to announce the event that I am very much looking forward to and gearing up for. Sunday, September the 1st is our Pride in Local Music. We are thrilled that one of our core sponsors, ACL Live, is hosting us at their 310 stadium. Mm-hmm. Is that what you call it? Stage. Sorry, thank you, stage. So it's going to be an awesome event, Sunday Fun Day. It is free, y'all. Free. Free. Anyone is welcome.
Best word in the English language.
Exactly. Free and liberated.
Open bar.
Well, no, it's not an open bar. I mean,
it's not open, but it's a good word.
I mean, that can be a great word. It's a collection of words.
No, I thought we were talking about best words in the English language. I'm so sorry.
However, we do have VIP tickets where you do get one free drink. And also that contributes to a donation for our education fund and gives you a tour. ACL Live does these amazing tours around their building. And it's full of history and education about the venue and the history of ACL Live. So Pride in Local Music, we are looking for everybody to come and have fun. And then also, of course, any corporate sponsors out there that want to participate, because the proceeds of the event do help support our nonprofit that does amazing work to improve economic accessibility in the Central Texas region.
Well said.
Yeah, I'm excited for Pilm this year. Yeah, definitely not open bar, but get a VIP ticket because it'll be worth it. Yeah, we're working diligently with Julie Nolan to get our lineup going, so I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Always a good time. It'll be a Sunday fun day. Be a great time to come out.
Yep.
Yes, come support local artists. They need your help. Members, what do you got for new members that we can celebrate today?
We do have new members. Welcome to the chamber, Dane Cannon. You must be kin somewhere.
Great name.
You and
starters.
Dane. Yeah.
Great name.
He is a commercial lender with Frost Bank. Also, welcome to the chamber, RBFCU.
Yeah.
All the banking stuff is happening today. Welcome, Remedy Roofing. Wonderful meeting you at the luncheon last week. And Double Trouble, a little restaurant, coffee shop, tacos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very
So
cool.
welcome. We're excited to have you. I can't wait to come visit.
Yes. RBFCU was so cute. They stopped by the office the other day to finish their signing up for their membership, and I commandeered her to go with us we had a rainbow ribbon cutting that same hour.
Yep.
And I was like, what are you doing in the next 30 minutes? She's like, well, I don't know. What am I doing?
What did I signed up for? Yeah.
Took her down to a fertility clinic. That's what you do with somebody when you just meet them. Let's go to a fertility clinic.
It was really cute too. These rainbow ribbon cuttings are a lot of fun. So if you're not checking them out, please make time for the one that we have up and coming.
Yeah. And if you want one, if you haven't had a rainbow ribbon cutting,
That's right. Just reach out.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done it for well-established businesses. I mean, we did one last month at the Paramount Theater that's been here for pretty much as long as Austin has.
Yeah. And a chamber member for years.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to get it on the books.
Get it on the books. Make sure that you are recognized, and we scream and shout your name from all the social media rooftops, and people know that you are a welcoming place to do business with or to work for. But definitely. Well, as always, we completely thank you for joining us. If you want to learn more about becoming a chamber member or chamber events, visit us at www.austinlgbtchamber.com. If you want to be a guest or a sponsor, email us at info@austinlgbtchamber. You can listen to our podcast every Tuesday wherever you get your pods. And remember, follow us. Thanks. We'll talk to you next week.